Okay, this is how to sell more puppies using Google Ads. This is an account I've been running for a while now. I'll show you right here the stats, but you can see we spent $13,000 on Google Ads alone on this account, and you can see we've got 611 submit lead forms on this account. And so I'm going to focus on the last 30 days and basically run you through how this puppy breeder can sell their dogs through using Google Ads. Now, you are going to need a Google Ads account set up first, so that's what you're going to need to do first. It's very easy to set up, rather. But yeah, this is super easy to set up. And then once you've got that done, all you're going to do is set up your conversion event. So once you've done those two things, you'll be able to not only run ads, but you'll also be able to track how many lead forms that you're submitting on your website. And this is very important because if you don't have your conversion event set up, you're not going to know how many people are actually submitting a form when you're sending them to your website with Google Ads traffic. So this is super important. Make sure those two things are set up first before you're running. And so then we can start doing this. So from the last 30 days, we know that they've actually sold 2 puppies from this ad spend. And when the pups are around $5,000 each, you can afford to pay around $400 to sell a puppy. So that's a very good result. They basically made 10 grand from $800 invested, which is just fantastic. And so I'm going to show you exactly how you can set this up for your breeding business as well. So these are the 2 campaigns that we're running. They are separated by the type of breed that we are targeting. So targeting 2 specific breeds for this particular company, and those are the only breeds that they want to target for. Now, the reason that you separate them based on the breed is because your keywords are going to be different, obviously, for which breed you're targeting. Now, your budget allocation should probably depend on what you are targeting. So if you're breeding 2 different breeds of dogs, you're obviously going to run ads before the litter is due. And so you want to be running or splitting your budget, rather, dependent on the demand for the dog. So currently it's even for this particular breeder, but if you were running ads for one particular breed, you would obviously just have one campaign and all of the budget on that one. If you have a few different breeds, you would allocate your budget maybe a month or 2 out to those litters that are about to be due so that you can collect information from people and get inquiries beforehand. So I'm going to break down exactly how we're targeting these breeds. So these are the ad groups. And so all of these ad groups are targeting specific keywords that are related to what people are looking for. So I'm not going to show the keywords that we're targeting here, but as an example, if you're breeding dash hounds, you could target keywords like dash hound for sale or buy dash hound or something like that, or dash hounds near me for sale. And then you're going to put these keywords in different ad groups. So all of these ad groups we can turn off and on, and we can target different keywords based on which breeds are performing the best. So if you had just one ad group here and you had, say, dash hound for sale, and that was getting really good results, you would leave it on. But maybe dash hounds near me isn't getting a lot of conversions, so then you turn it off, and then you're basically just turning off the ad groups that have keywords that are not performing, and you're leaving the ad groups on with keywords that are performing. Now you can see here that we're getting an inquiry for around $10 on this one, $4 for this one, $7, $6, $7. So they're all very similar. And the reason for that is that all of these particular keywords are all very similar to each other. So it's very important that you zone in on what works, because since I've been running ads to these guys for a very long time, I know what works, I know which keywords perform. So now the optimizations are very small. Whereas in the early stages, you're going to have to test a lot of keywords to find which ones are winning and which ones are going to perform the best for you. It's also important that you run your numbers when you're doing this. You can see here that we're getting around $8 inquiries. So that means for every $8 we're spending, we're getting someone inquire about a puppy. And that's very good. But you need to know what your numbers are. You might not be able to afford $8. You might have to be aiming for $5. You might be able to spend $50 for an inquiry. It's all just dependent on what type of dog you're selling, how much it is, and how good these leads are. So these leads are actually quite good because they're coming from a website. They're not coming from a landing page or a lead form. And so these are people that are browsing the website and then finding a dog that they like and then inquiring about that dog. So it's much more likely that these leads are going to convert into a sale than if you're running it to a page where you're getting very cheap leads, but the people don't know about any individual dogs that you're selling, and they're sort of inquiring more generally. So that's another thing that you need to be careful of when you're running ads. You can see the same thing is going on in this other campaign. So this is another campaign here, and you can see that these leads are a bit more expensive. So for this particular breed, we're paying $45 for an inquiry. And this is only sort of the last 30 days because the search volumes for this particular breed isn't as high as the other one. So you will have to pay a little bit more money for breeds that are not as popular. If a lot of people are searching for your breed, it's likely going to be quite cheap to put Google ads because there's a lot more places that Google can actually serve your ads to people, as opposed to if there aren't that many ads, then you're obviously, or if there aren't that many searches, you're going to struggle to get in front of as many searches as you would for the same amount of money. So that's why these leads are more expensive this month. Once you make an ad group and you select your keywords, you're going to get prompted to make an ad, and all you're going to do is type in the URL where you want the ad to go, and then all of your headlines that you put in are going to be related to whatever keyword you're talking about. It's very important that you separate your keywords out in your ad groups, because this is going to allow you to make your headlines and other things that are in your ad specific to that type of targeting. So for example, if you were using dash hounds near me, in your headlines when you make that Google ad, you would include dash hounds near me in the search, because that's exactly what they're searching for. And that's going to improve the chance that people actually click on your Google ads when they come up. Once you've done making your ad, you hit submit, and it's obviously going to be specific to your breed, so I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do. But once you've hit submit and you've published it, you'll then have your ads running, and you'll then start to see conversions coming in. Then it's just a matter of optimizing and removing keywords that aren't working, and also making sure that you're targeting new keywords and trying new things semi-regularly so that you can find out which ones are going to work the best for your particular puppy breed. But I hope this video helped. If you'd like me to run your ads for you for your puppy breeder business, you can DM me on Instagram. But if you found this video useful, you can leave me a like and a subscribe, because I'll be posting more about this in the future. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.